Have you always felt different? Like you don't quite fit in anywhere, but you can't explain why? There might be a reason written right in your palm. These two specific markings have been studied for thousands of years, and if you have them both, science and spirituality agree, you're wired differently than most people. If you have a crescent moon and the letter M on your palm, this is not a coincidence. This is a divine signal. Your destiny has already been written in the lines of your hand, and today, we're unlocking divine message that has been passed through the lines on your palm. Across ancient cultures, from Indian palmistry to Egyptian mysticism, sacred symbols carved into the flesh of your palm were considered messages from God, direct codes from the divine. If you carry both the crescent moon and the letter M etched into your hand, you're not just unique, you are chosen. These markings are far more than aesthetic. They are spiritual signatures of those destined for higher purpose, deeper intuition, and life-altering impact. Whether you've noticed them for years or just discovered them today, this is your awakening. The moment your destiny starts moving toward you. You must have stared at your palm and wondered, what does this mean? That tiny crescent moon beneath your fingers, the bold letter M stretching across your lines. It almost felt too strange to ignore. I know that feeling because I have both the crescent moon and the letter M on my palm. I tried to share it, but some people dismissed it, shrugged it off, or laughed. But deep down, something always ministers to me that I am different. I have a divine calling. If you are having these markings and feelings too, know that you're chosen. These markings are not random. You're operating on a spiritual wavelength that most ignore. That's why you felt out of place. That's why ordinary things don't satisfy you. The world hasn't been rejecting you. It's been trying to wake you up. Your gifts aren't accidents. They're assignments. You're not here to fit in. You're here to light up. The crescent moon has long been a symbol of divine feminine energy, sacred intuition, and spiritual sensitivity. It doesn't show up on every hand. It's a rare sign, one that marks those who can feel things others miss. You sense energies in a room. You dream of things before they happen. You've always felt slightly different, more aware, more open, more connected to something invisible. This isn't fantasy, it's frequency. The M stands for messenger. It appears in the palms of people here for divine assignment, break generational cycles, and uplift humanity. People with an M on their hand often have incredible inner strength, discernment, and spiritual purpose, even if they don't know it yet. There's a quiet voice inside you, a whisper that speaks without words, a nudge that tugs at your spirit when something feels right or wrong. It's not fear, it's not doubt, it's intuition. And if you carry the crescent moon on your palm, that voice is louder for you than most. The moon in palmistry is not just a symbol. It's a portal, a sign of someone deeply connected to the subconscious, to dreams, to invisible realms where truth lives before it ever appears in the physical world. You might feel things shift before anything is said. Sense someone's true intentions without them speaking a word. Feel a sudden pull to walk away, turn a corner, or make a choice you can't logically explain. That is not coincidence. That is alignment. That is your soul remembering something your mind doesn't yet understand. Society has trained us to doubt that voice. Be practical, they say. Don't be so emotional. Yet how many times have you ignored your gut only to regret it later? The crescent moon is your reminder that your instincts are not only valid, they are sacred. If you have this 2 marking, 10 spiritual events await you. First event, global shift in energy. Your intuition isn't a flaw, it's a gift, a direct connection to the truth behind the veil. When you begin trusting your intuition as your compass, not just a hunch, you unlock a life of clarity, peace, and purpose. You stop chasing answers outside of you and start following the divine map already written within you. Second event, rise in spiritual awareness. Look at your palm closely. Do you see it? That mysterious, unmistakable M formed by the heart line, headline, and lifeline is a signal a spiritual stamp, a divine code etched into your hand to remind you that you have a mission to fulfill on Earth. The M doesn't show up on every hand. When it does, it often belongs to someone who is not here to live an ordinary life. These are the people who question everything, who feel a burning desire to understand truth, purpose, and their place in the world. People with an M on their palm are here to lead, not necessarily from a stage or podium, but from integrity, insight, and inner fire. You're not here to follow trends, chase approval, or fit into boxes. You're here to break patterns, challenge illusions, and lift others out of sleep. Third event, testing of inner strength. Your energy is not passive. It's powerful, magnetic, and undeniable. If you carry the crescent moon and the M on your palm, that power is amplified in ways most people can't comprehend. You've likely felt the extremes in your life more than others. People are either drawn to you like a lifeline, or they distance themselves without explanation. It's not because there's something wrong with you. It's because your energy speaks before you do. When your vibration is high, when you're tuned into intuition, truth, and purpose, you no longer blend into the background. You radiate. And that radiation doesn't allow for neutrality. It either awakens people or unsettles them. Fourth event, breakdown of material attachments. The crescent moon marks your connection to divine flow, and the M marks your mission to lead with authenticity. When those two forces combine, your aura becomes a lighthouse. But lighthouses don't beg ships to stay. They simply shine, whether the waves bring company or solitude. So trust the pull and the push, the attraction and the repulsion. It's not personal, it's energetic. And it's all proof that your presence is powerful, your path is protected, and your energy is doing exactly what it was designed to do. Fifth event, inner call for discipline. If you bear the crescent moon and the sacred M on your palm, there is a very real chance that your hands are not just instruments of motion. They are instruments of healing. Whether you've realized it or not, you've been affecting people's energy, calming storms, and soothing wounds simply by your presence, your words, your touch. This isn't imagination, it's inheritance, a spiritual gift embedded deep in your soul and etched visibly on your skin. People come to you not just for advice, but for refuge. They feel better after speaking with you, lighter, seen, understood, even if they don't know why. Your aura is medicine. Your compassion carries a frequency that restores what's been broken in others, often without effort. Sixth event, shift in global consciousness. With great healing power comes a sacred responsibility to guard your energy fiercely, to choose your battles wisely, and to stop believing that just because you can help everyone, you should. Many with healing gifts burn out not because they lack strength, but because they lack boundaries. Your hands were not made to carry the weight of everyone else's suffering. They were made to transmit light, to awaken what's sleeping in the hearts of others, to lift, not to rescue. Seventh event, rise of light leaders. If you carry the crescent moon on your palm, there's a part of you that craves silence. Not because you're weak or afraid of the world, but because your soul speaks in whispers, not shouts. Silence is the sacred space where your power returns to you. In a society obsessed with noise, speed, and constant visibility, your quiet nature may have been misunderstood, even judged. But what others call withdrawal is actually alignment. You're not hiding, you're healing. Eighth event, restoration of balance. The crescent moon marks those who feel more than most, who carry the emotions of others like echoes in their body. That sensitivity, when unmanaged, can become overwhelming. But in silence, you hear your soul again. In solitude, and you recalibrate. Your insights, your intuitive hits, your inner clarity, they don't come when you're chasing or proving or performing. They come in the quiet moments, the long pauses, the space between actions. Ninth event, the great inner conflict. You didn't come to the earth by accident. You came with intention. If the crescent moon and the M are etched into your palm, they are sacred reminders of spiritual contracts your soul agreed to long before you ever took your first breath. These markings are not decorations. They are declarations from a higher realm that confirm you were sent here with a purpose that goes beyond survival or success. Your soul chose this exact body, this timeline. These experiences are not to punish you, but to prepare you. 10th event, arrival of the Crescent path. Once you begin aligning with your soul's true path, you'll notice something incredible. Synchronicities start accelerating like breadcrumbs from the universe guiding you home. You'll start seeing repeating numbers, 111, 333, 777, on clocks, receipts, and license plates. You'll hear a name in your head, and then someone speaks it aloud. You'll think of a person and they call you that same moment. These aren't coincidences, they're confirmations. They are the language of the divine, the universe's way of saying, yes, you're on the right path. Keep going. The more you listen, the louder these signs become, not because the world is changing, but because you are. Your awareness is expanding. Your energy is becoming a match for the truth you were always meant to live. But here's the secret. You must stop dismissing them. Stop calling them weird or random, and start seeing them for what they are. Invitations to deeper faith and sharper intuition. When you treat synchronicities as sacred, you become a magnet for miracles. Your markings are not predictions of fate. They are reminders of who you already are and what you're here to complete. The question remains, are you ready to step into your destiny? If you have these markings and yet to discover you're here on earth, call upon God to show you your path. He may not show it to you directly, but you will see yourself gradually manifesting your divine purpose. Set out time for meditation, mostly early morning and night before you sleep. Especially after your night prayer, meditate about your life, your mistakes, and how you resolve them. Meditate about what you will be remembered for if you should die. What is the purpose for your existence on earth? Why did you come from your family? What need fixing and how you can fix it? As you give yourself to prayers and meditation, you will be amazed how transformed you will become all around. Till we met again in my next video, stay blessed.